Before the food, there was a farmer. Before the clothes, there was a farmer. Before the beauty products, there was a farmer. This is Chart Through the Bible, and today I spent some time with some farmers out here. I know you know them, or if you don't know them, you know their companies. So I got to ask them which is their favorite Bible verse around agriculture and what inspiration they draw from them. Let's find out. All right, this is Amma, Agriculture Made Attractive. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
How are you?
I did fine. Good. There's so many stories I'm spoiled for choice, but since you said a verse, let me read you my favorite verse. It's from Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 4. It says, "Farmers who wait for the perfect weather never plant. If they watch every cloud, they never harvest." What I gather about this, and there's something you mentioned in one of your series, that I think God was a farmer, right? Because all this wisdom is drawn from agriculture. So what I derive from this is there's no such thing as perfection. There's no perfect time. There's no perfect moment. So do it right now, right here, with whatever you have. Just the way the farmer who is waiting for the perfect time will never plant, and if they keep watching the clouds, they'll never harvest. So it is for me. If I keep waiting to be at the right time, at the right place to get to a certain qualification, I'll never get to achieve anything. So let me start and make the moment perfect instead of waiting for the perfect moment.
It's not a story. It's more or less like what God did. God created the system. When he said, let there be wherever, let there be trees, and from the trees then we get the seeds. Then from the seeds we get the trees again, and then it's a whole ecosystem. So God created a system that works without him interfering. So the seeds are there, they keep on being planted, then we have the trees and everything. It's the same thing with human beings. He created a man and a woman, then from that, then we can procreate. From that story, we're also supposed to be creating the same systems in our careers, in whatever we're doing, things that can run without us interfering. Yes, we are there to just give guidance and everything, but the system has to be there. The system has to continue.
Okay.
There's a story of that guy called Joseph who had a dream, several dreams rather, and he interpreted the dreams, the king's dream or the Pharaoh's dream. Was it a king or Pharaoh? Anyway, one of the dreams was there will be 7 years of plenty and 7 years of lack. So what he did, I think in Egypt, the people planted, and during those years of plenty, they stored food. When it came to the years of famine, they were able now to trade with other nations that did not have food. To a point, they would even trade food with gold, which of course was a very good store of value. So it teaches us that you need to make hay when the sun shines. Be prepared.
Do you know what Caleb did in the Bible?
Yes, I know. Caleb and Joshua, it's actually Caleb who said, we are well able to take over the land. Yes, it's flowing with milk and honey and there are giants, but we are well able.
Are we well able to make agriculture attractive and dignify the agricultural sector?
You're well able depending on how you see yourself. See, the children of Israel said, we saw ourselves as grasshoppers. So were we in their sight. No one told them. So they saw themselves. So as a young lady, as a young man, if you see yourself as a failure in agriculture, you will be a failure and I will see you as a failure. But if you see yourself as a victor in the agriculture sector, why won't you succeed?
Caleb the pharmacist says, ukulima.
Sio shamba.
So that would be Matthew 13 from verse 24, where we have the farmer who planted good seed, and then an enemy came while they were sleeping at night and planted weeds. The next day, actually, when the workers came into the field, they asked the farmers, we thought you planted a good seed. And he said, yes, but you can see, wait, can you go and remove the shafts? And he said, no, let it mature enough. When it's mature, actually, the chaff will be separated from the wheat, and the chaff will be harvested and burned, and the wheat will be harvested and stored. So it's one of the key things actually, when you do the good things in a good way, you reap what you sow. It means you're bound to reap the good things out of it, despite of challenges or what people put around you. That's number one. Number two, we need to be original ourselves, avoid fakeness, and be strong actually. When you fake it, you can't make it. You'll be the chaff, eventually you'll be burnt out. But if you're original, you're born to go far and you'll be stored. There's value in that.
Okay. Do you know the Bible verse that talks about Aaron and the beards and the oil.
Yeah, I mean, that's when he was doing the anointing to Jacob, but I'm not going to go into that for now.
So for me, I'll give the story that Jesus gave us in the scriptures about talents. A master and 3 guys. And so he gave one talent, he gave another 10, and he gave another 5. And then he went away and then came back after some time. And he asked them, guys, come up, tell me what you did with your talents. And the first guy was like, I kept mine safe under the bed. And the other one was like, oh, I lost mine. And the other one had multiplied it. For me, the lesson and the takeaway is take risks. Agriculture is hard, but also what is high risk is also high return, and that's why I love agriculture so much. One day you can make $1 billion. Sometimes you'll get some losses here and there, but take your talents and use them, because when the master comes, if you did not utilize your talent, he will take it away.
There's something around seed that you really love. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's about the multiplication aspect of God. He didn't want to keep coming back and creating new people, creating new trees, creating all living things over and over again after their death. So he was like, nitakuwa mjanja. I'm gonna come up with a system of the seed, and that's why I fight so hard for the seed. You've seen me on social media, because it's a very critical part of God's strategy. It's like, guys, work smart. You don't have to work hard.
Thank you so much. Which is your favorite agricultural Bible verse, and how does it inspire you? This is Ama, Agriculture Made Attractive. My name is Salimo Wakilimo, the voice of agriculture, the queen of agri-tours. Tuko wapi? Yay! Coffee 254! Yay!